Hey guys, what's going on? It's the Forever Stone, and I'm going to be showing you one of my first 1v1s and my first good TvT for that matter. So this is in March when I first got the game. This is one of my first good games. I was a noob at this point, which you will be seeing in this video. The reason why I got it so late was because I had a really old computer, and when I picked up Wings of Liberty on the first day that it came out, it wouldn't work with my computer. Even after I tried upgrading the RAM on my computer, it still wouldn't work. So I decided to sell the game to my friend and kind of be done with it because I really couldn't do anything about that. A few months later, my friend started really getting into Starcraft, so he would tell me about it, and that got me really interested as well. Or I kind of remembered about Starcraft, and at this point, I bought a new computer from Costco, which was like top of the line. It's a $700 computer. It's really good. It's well worth the money. So when he told me about it, I got interested again in StarCraft. So I went over to GameStop and picked myself up a new copy. And yeah, I'm back into StarCraft. I used to play it when I was little and younger, for that matter. So at this point, like I said before, I'm a noob. So just watch what I do with this SCV. Never want to try to take out a barracks in the beginning. He would be a much better use on the middle line back over here. And I kind of forget about him. I'm just working on my macro right now. I'm a pretty newbie at this point, so my macro is just my focus. And when you're a noob like this, you can't really focus on more than one thing at a time. And he manages to take that out. That's a pretty substantial loss at the beginning of the game because that can really hurt your economy. But I guess I make up for that since I'm much more vigilant about non-stop SCV production while he keeps forgetting. So I manage to saturate my mineral line much faster than he does. So we're just gonna be building up our armies now. I got a barracks coming. He walls in. I do not. That is not a good decision. Another pro tip, you want to wall in, especially when you're fighting with Zerg. Against Zerg, you want to wall in because those Zerglings will find the smallest little opening in your wall, or if you don't have a wall, they'll just run right through and they will destroy your mineral line. Then they'll come clean it up with roaches and banelings, and it's not pretty. So yeah, we're going to be building up our armies. I got a bunker down here in case he decides to do some drops. Yeah. Over here, he's starting to little wall and like turtle. He starts to really turtle into this game. So it's going to affect the gameplay later on. He's going to try to do some drops. That's like a common strategy at this point when I was playing, is wall in, do some turtling, and then just do drops. And it works. It works against most races. I start to get a pretty critical sized army over here. That SCV's idle. Oh, there you go. It's a little late to get 5 missile turrets on this mineral line, which you guys always remember. Be decisive about it. If you want to get defenses, put it up early so you're getting that maximum usage. You don't want to put it up when you have like 2 left. Over there, Viking just got taken out. That's nothing really substantial. Little guys trying to be friends with my marauders, but they just don't want to have anything to do with them. So he just took out my my natural, or my 4th base. You guys definitely want to remember to put your first expansion on your natural. Never make it on your 4th. This is your base. This is your natural. That's your 3rd base. That's your 4th base. I put my natural on my 4th base, so that's not That's not a good decision. Another bad decision I made was right here. I scan and I see that he has siege tanks all up in here. And after making the bad decision of attacking those siege tanks, I make the even worse decision of not stimming and keeping close to them when I decide to try to go for the natural over here, which that's really honestly the worst decision anybody could make with this army comp against that one. So yeah, yeah, I'm not even stimming at all. I'm just my army's taking the brunt of the siege tank fury right now. They're just taking all this damage. It's not good. I didn't even stem over to minimize the damage. So a good decision I could have made here was to just kind of keep my bio ball in his natural, and I decided to take out some SCVs on my way up the ramp. And I do manage to take out one of the siege tanks over here, but yeah, that's the end of my bio ball. What I could have done was kept my bio ball in his natural, so it would really hurt his. It would actually very badly hurt his economy because he would have no mineral income until he took that out. So that would be a major advantage if I did decide to make that decision. I put my. If you look on the mini map, I put my fourth base back down where it was. I just refusing to put it back in my natural, which I should have done. His drop gets denied over here. He doesn't go in the right place. He could have done a drop right over here. That's a very vulnerable spot over here. Really behind my mineral line or my X mineral line, and then into my choke would not be a very viable place to put it. He puts a secret expansion over here, and I make the pretty good decision of sort of splitting up my troops and putting some at my natural, because I suspect that he's going to come there next when he tries to attack. So I finally decided to get my natural up and going. Those two marauders are just having a party in between the barracks. Let's just look at the unit loss tab real quick. I've almost lost 5,000 more resources than him and over 5 times the amount of units, which means my micro is terrible compared to his. Even though he has better macro as well, he is taking in more resources. He's just not spending those resources, so that's going to definitely hurt him in the long run. So yeah, we're just kind of slowly remaxing here. And we're scanning each other, just checking out what's going on. We're just kind of making sure none of us are doing some weird transitions or sneak attacks or anything. This is really up to this point. It's sort of like a straight up game. It's a turtling player versus a bio ball with no medics. This little marine over here has had control of the tower for quite some time now, so I have somewhat better map control than him, but he has that secret base. He's on 2 bases. I'm on 2 bases. He's gonna decide to protect that third base he's got over there, the secret base. Yeah, we're just constantly scanning each other. I figure out that he's turtling, so I transition into banshees, which that is a very, very pro decision for someone with as little experience as me at this point. So I definitely amaze myself that I can't believe I did that. That's very amazing to me that I did like a perfect transition into banshees when they were very much needed at this point. And with my banshee micro, those two factors, my micro and my transition, that won me the game single-handedly, even against a player who was superior both in micro and macro. So overall, that's going to be the driving force in the late game for me. This bio ball is going to be utilized less and less. These guys are long distance mining over here. Okay, so he's going to do another drop. This is I think this is like the fourth time, or not the fourth, the second time that this base is getting taken out, which is funny because I'm refusing to put down a planetary, and that's it's pretty funny considering that usually noobs put down too many planetaries, and you also want to remember that you put down as few. Oh, all right, so the Banshees are taking on the Marines head on, which you definitely do not want to do that. That is not a good decision. And yeah, he takes out all my air, and he takes out those supply depots. Yeah, but like I was saying before, mostly new players like to just put on as many planetaries because they're so easy to defend. But I'm kind of the opposite. I just put down orbitals and I fail to defend them, which I would say the new player that puts down the planetaries is doing better than me. He's got way oversaturated base right here and not enough over here, which just I wouldn't say that's a noob decision. I would say that's like a decision that new to like mediumly, if that's even a word, experienced players would make. So yeah, he starts turtling harder. He's putting on like more and more siege tanks as the game progresses. My bio ball is just chilling over here, moving his arms and everything. Split up a little bit. I'm gonna start getting some more Banshees up in this game. He's got more Marines on the way. So yeah, I'm just gonna speed this up. Nothing really interesting happens. So he does decide to make a another base over here. And in the perfect scan, I'm going to find out about it, and then I'm just going to roll it over with this large army over here. We're both maxed out at this point. And he could probably win this game if he was aggressive. And he does make a very good move. All right, here I go. All right, so I just completely take that out. There's no opposition whatsoever. So yeah, he does make a good move, and he comes and attacks my natural. But what he doesn't do is he doesn't have quite enough Marines to protect those siege tanks on the back, and he doesn't put enough Marines on the back in the first place. So that is going to be a major factor in his little attack over here, which is finally going to get overtaken by my army from the back. So yeah, he does a little drop over here, which is kind of unnecessary, and he was really undecisive about whether to put his Marines on the front lines and take on this army, or I wouldn't say army, just like skirmish unit thing, or put him back in the medevacs. So you definitely want to be decisive. Either way, it would be better than just move commanding them back and forth between enemy fire. So yeah, you would definitely want to be decisive about that. So yeah, this stray siege tank's gonna get taken out over here. I overspent again on the missile turrets, but made up for it. He's gonna do that. I make a double take over here. If you guys caught that, I kind of decided to go down here and do a base race, but then I decided against it due to his skirmish unit back there, which are protecting his base because he kind of like split his forces up. So yeah, in revenge of my previous, so that wasn't a very good micro right there. I should have stemmed, and I should focus fire down the tanks since they're doing the most damage. And there I go. I finally decided to do that, and my army kind of overtakes his, while he still has a sizable one back here. Yeah.